others in awe. Most can agree that knowing the facts about wolves will help to increase our safety and the safety of the wolves. Whether you love wolves or just don't care much about them, they are not an animal to take lightly. In many ways, wolves are actually a lot like people. The gray wolf is a majestic creature, and its Latin name is Canis lupus. They have an average lifespan of 8 to 13 plus years and can weigh anywhere from 60 to 120 pounds. The paw of a wolf is 3.5 inches wide and 4.5 inches long. This is much bigger than a coyote or Siberian husky print, as they are only 1.5 inches wide and 2.5 inches long. This is an imprint of an average wolf paw print. As you can see, it is almost the size of my hand. This, along with this wolf pelt that I have here from a 4-year-old that was killed in Minnesota, give you an idea of just how big these animals really are. This pelt is about 4 feet long, but they can be anywhere from 4.5 to 6.5 feet long, and 26 to 36 inches tall. Wolf is a member of the dog family, which means they're related to your dog at home. Wolves are pack animals, and they hunt and live. Wolves are social, and they hunt and live in tight-knit family groups called packs. Like myself, wolves also live in a family. They are very social, and there are not very many lone wolves. An average wolf pack will consist of an alpha female, the mom, an alpha male, the dad, the young of that year, the kids, and a few others that may or may not be related to the alpha pair. The alpha pair is the only pair that mates, and they will normally mate for their entire life. Breeding occurs between January and March, with an average of 4 to 6 pups being born about 63 days later in a den prepared by the alpha female. The entire pack helps with raising the pups. They are weaned from milk at about 6 weeks of age, which is a lot younger than we are. And the rest of the pack helps out by babysitting them while the rest are hunting, and by bringing back regurgitated meat for them to eat. An average pack size in Michigan is 6 wolves, but it can be more or less than this. They normally have a territory of around 100 square miles. So where in Michigan can wolves be found? Wolves were once found in all 83 counties of Michigan. However, their population continually dropped from 1840 to 1953 due to active predator control programs and overhunting. By 1973, they were put on the endangered species list because their estimated population had dwindled to only 6 members left living in northern Michigan. Repopulation by human intervention was not working, so it was decided to just let it happen naturally. By 1992, their population had grown to 21 wolves, and it was clear that they were starting to recover. Presently, there are an estimated 636 wolves living in Michigan, with many still living in northern Michigan. It is rare to have issues with natural selection in people, but for the wolves of Isle Royal, it has become a real issue. This small population of gray wolves arrived by crossing the ice bridge that connects Isle Royal to Canada. In 2009, there were 24 wolves living on the island. As of February 2014, there are only 9. This is mainly due to a large amount of inbreeding that occurs because it is an island, and because the ice bridge has become unreliable. However, for the past 2 years, the ice bridge has fully formed. In 2014, a wolf crossed from the island to the mainland. Unfortunately, it was later killed. Just this year, 2 wolves crossed over from the mainland to the island. They stayed about 5 days, and then they left. Unfortunately, no breeding occurred to reinforce the gene pool. The drop in population that has occurred on the island has led to the question of whether we should interfere and repopulate the island, or if we should just let nature run its course. Most experts agree that we need to just let nature run its course for the time being. How harsh the winter is, and just giving it some time, will determine whether the wolves of Isle Royal survive. Both wolves and people can be dangerous. Wolves are often perceived as dangerous because of their large size and strength. More often than not, a wolf will be more afraid of a human than we will of it. would end, wolves may be more likely to attack me to protect their young. Currently, there are no recorded attacks of wolves on humans in Michigan, but there have been several on hunting dogs and livestock. According to John Barnes, a journalist for MLive.com, there were a total of 16 wolf attacks in 2014. 5 were hunting dogs, and the rest were livestock. It seems that the things that people own may need to be protected from wolves. So, why are wolves protected? In 2012, the gray wolf was actually removed from the endangered species list. This opened up a hunting season for them in November of 2013. A total of 22 out of the 43 possible wolves were taken during this hunt. There was not hunting season in 2014 due to Michigan residents voting no on Proposals 1 and 2. Proposal 1 would have designated the wolf as a game species and opened up a hunting season for them. Proposal 2 would have allowed the Natural Resource Commission to designate any animal as a game species and to decide the hunting seasons for them. Recently, a federal ruling put the wolves back onto the endangered species list in December of 2014. Under this ruling, no wolf can be killed unless a human life is in immediate danger. However, the congressmen from the states of Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Wyoming have proposed legislation that would drop this federal protection, removing them from the endangered species list. Just as murder is illegal, killing a wolf is also. Because the wolf is protected, it is illegal to hunt or poach them. If you do, there is a mandatory fine of $1,000 or 90 days in jail, or both. And you're also responsible for the court costs and for reimbursing the state $1,500 for the animal's life. Finally, the gray wolf is a large predator that is both revered and feared by many people. And it's actually about the same size as me. They have been known to attack pets and livestock occasionally, but attacks on humans in Michigan are currently not on the record. But we can still both be dangerous. Like me, the wolf is loyal to its family. And we can both be found in Michigan. So, the next time you hear a wolf howl, you can understand just how similar they really are to us.